Hello and welcome. You're watching India Today. I'm Akshita Nandagopal. Our focus is currently on the manifesto that's been released by the BJP for Uttar Pradesh. Today, party president Amit Shah announced multiple SOPs for farmers in the state. Also has attempted to woo youth with promises of free laptops as well as free Wi-Fi in colleges and university. But prominently also, the BJP president made a mention of the Ram Mandir issue. The contentious issue was raked up with Amit Shah treading rather carefully, saying that they will try to construct the Ram Mandir within the constitutional framework. The opposition, the SP as well as the Congress has lashed out at the BJP, saying that it's really a cut copy paste of their own manifesto. But it looks like really freebies are reigning right now in Uttar Pradesh, with both the SP as well as the BJP trying to really attract the youngsters, trying to attract farmers by announcing a multitude of SOPs really for them. To give you a quick highlight really of the kind of pointers that have been made in this particular manifesto, Amit Shah has mentioned that there will be free laptops distributed to students. There will be free Wi-Fi at colleges and university. He's also spoken about a white revolution, a dairy revolution, for which 150 crores will be allotted. Interest-free loans will be given to farmers, besides which he's also reached out to the labor class. Free healthcare facilities, medical facilities for the poor is what he said. He's also promised of electricity supply to each and every village for 24 hours across Uttar Pradesh. Not just that, Amit Shah also, while lashing out at the SP government over deteriorating law and order in the state of Uttar Pradesh, said that they will ensure the setting up of an anti-Romeo squad to help women feel safer in Uttar Pradesh. So these are some of the steps that Amit Shah has spoken out about.
क्यों गांव की व्यवस्था नहीं सुधरती, क्यों रोड नहीं सुधरते, क्यों 24 घंटा बिजली नहीं आती है, क्यों स्वास्थ्य सेवाएं नहीं सुधरी है, क्यों हर शाला में शिक्षक नहीं होता है, हर शिक्षक के लिए कमरा क्यों नहीं बना है, ये सारे सवालों के जवाब अखिलेश जी आपको देने पड़ेंगे। गठबंधन कर कर उत्तर प्रदेश की जनता की आंख में आप धूल नहीं झोंक सकते।
Okay, so Amit Shah, there is sharp attack at Akhilesh Yadav and the SP government, saying that there's been 15 years of misrule, also lashing out at the BSP. Amit Shah also, of course, spoke out on demonetization, saying that the Modi government has vowed to weed out black money and corruption, and that Modi has uprooted the menace of black money with the demonetization move. So the BJP once again reinstilling its promise as far as corruption is concerned. But Amit Shah also raking up the Ram Mandir issue. The BJP president has said that they will try to ensure the construction of Ram Mandir within the constitutional framework. This particular point has, of course, triggered a massive response from the likes of the SP and the Congress, both of whom have lashed out at the BJP, saying that they are trying to attract a certain vote bank and that this is politics out at play. A big Hindutva push by the BJP is what they're all saying. But besides that, the BJP is also focused not just on development but also on law and order. Amit Shah has said very clearly that if they voted into power, in the manifesto it's clearly stated that there will be steps taken to ensure that an FIR is lodged within 24 hours if a crime is in fact brought to the light of the police. So there is a lot of talk of also beefing up the powers of the police in Uttar Pradesh. As far as farmers are concerned, he said, of course, as I pointed out earlier, there will be interest-free loans for farmers. He's also spoken out specifically about sugarcane farmers, saying that all their dues will be given to them in a matter of 120 days. So very, very big points really being made there by Amit Shah. All right, so those are reactions coming in. You just heard Yogi Adityanath speaking out and saying that this is a manifesto that is clearly for the people of Uttar Pradesh. But Amit Shah also, of course, expressing confidence as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. He's made it very clear that the BJP is confident of securing a win and a comfortable victory at that. He's also lashed out at the SP and the BSP, saying that the two parties ensured that there was 15 years of misrule in the state of Uttar Pradesh. All right, so really the BJP coming together to say that this is a holistic manifesto that ensures that all the people of Uttar Pradesh will thrive and will benefit from this particular manifesto. It's also a big push for development. Several pointers in the manifesto speak about development in Uttar Pradesh. As I told you earlier, there is a mention of a white revolution, of a dairy revolution in Uttar Pradesh. The BJP has also spoken about shutting down all slaughterhouses in the state of UP if brought into power. Besides that, and of course the Ram Mandir mention, many will say that this is a big vote bank push by the BJP as well. But as far as development is concerned, the BJP has assured that electricity will be supplied to all villages, to every nook and corner of Uttar Pradesh, and that will be a sincere effort by them, because earlier in the press conference we also saw Amit Shah lashing out at Akhilesh over the same, saying that the government has failed to ensure that the people of Uttar Pradesh get power and ensure that it's not erratic power supply. So that is a promise that's been made by Amit Shah. Let's go across to Balakrishna, who's joining us with more details on the story. Balakrishna, you've been closely tracking the press conference by Amit Shah. You also told us, of course, about what you believe are the key developments or the key highlights of that manifesto. But the point that everyone will be harping on is the fact that Amit Shah did in fact rake up the Ram Mandir issue.
He did mention Ram Mandir issue, but there was nothing substantial or new to say. All he said, it was the repetition of the same things that BJP had said during Lok Sabha campaign, Lok Sabha elections. He said that the BJP will keep on trying for building a Ram temple at Ayodhya within the constitutional framework. So this is not exactly the same thing that was said during the Lok Sabha elections, and so he just touched upon the issue, but there was no substantial change in the party stand on Ram Mandir issue.
All right, let's listen in exactly to what the BJP president had to say on that particular issue, what he had to say about Ram Mandir and how he really was ensuring that he treaded carefully as far as the construction of the temple is concerned.
मेरा सवाल है राम मंदिर को लेकर, जो आपने कहा है कि संवैधानिक प्रक्रिया के तहत उस पर फिर से राम जन्मभूमि पे मंदिर बनाने का प्रयास करेंगे। तो केंद्र में आपकी सरकार है, उत्तर प्रदेश में अगर सरकार बन जाती है तो वो किस तरीके के प्रयास आगे बढ़ाए जाएंगे, कैसे करेंगे?
केंद्र सरकार का और संवैधानिक प्रक्रिया का सहयोग कर अड़ंगा नहीं लगाए।
Okay, so that was the response from the BJP president upon a question about the Ram Mandir issue. He said that they will try to construct the Ram Mandir, but keeping in mind the constitutional framework. Let's once again get in a word from our colleague Balakrishna. Balakrishna, there are of course many reactions that have been coming in from the SP and the Congress saying that the BJP's manifesto is really a cut, copy, paste of their own, and there are several similarities, aren't there? The fact that both the BJP and the SP have announced free laptops for students, they both have announced free electricity, they've also announced together there will be free healthcare facilities, so a lot of similarities in both manifestos.
Yeah, generally it was seen that BJP didn't believe in freebies, but in this manifesto called Sankalp Patra, you can see that BJP has changed stance, and that is because of the reason that it is not now only talking of giving away free laptops, but has also promised to give 1 GB data free. I mean, clearly the BJP has seen that during the last Vidhan Sabha elections, last assembly elections, Akhilesh Yadav made this promise, and it helped him a lot. So definitely this time Akhilesh, as we know that Akhilesh Yadav has this time started registration for giving away free mobile phones, and that is a scheme that Samajwadi Party has launched, and 1 crore registrations have already been done under the scheme. The scheme says that if Samajwadi Party is voted back to power, the people who have registered now are going to get free mobiles. So taking a cue from that, now BJP is also talking of giving free laptops. While we asked Amit Shah about the scheme, he said that but the scheme that the Samajwadi Party is doing, it only beneficiaries from only particular caste was being given benefit of that. So he said that the BJP will ensure that this benefit of the scheme, every caste, irrespective of the caste, every student gets this facility, of this free laptops.
Balakrishna, you know, there are a number of points to take away from this particular manifesto. They've not just focused on youngsters, but the BJP specifically focused on farmers and the rural sector to a large extent as well.
Yeah, there are many promises on that front. First of all, although the limit has not been given, but it is said that the marginal farmers, there is going to be a loan waiver for marginal farmers. Apart from that, there is also a scheme in which the manifesto says that marginal and small farmers are going to get loans at a 0% rate. There is also a scheme for Garib Kalyan card, under which the beneficiary will get free health checkups and free health facilities. So there are, apart from that, that for cane farmers in the western UP, it is said that within coming to power, within 90 days, all the dues of the cane farmers will be given, and it will be ensured that all the paddy that the farmer wants to sell, all the paddy, it will ensure that all the paddy is sold at MSP. So these are the schemes. These are the schemes. These are the promises that has been made in the manifesto for small farmers and marginal farmers and the poor.
And you know, Balakrishna, also an important point is the fact that Amit Shah had a rather scathing message to the SP as well as the BSP, and particularly speaking about the Akhilesh government. He lashed out at the law and order, which is another important point that's been mentioned time and again in the manifesto.
Definitely, law and order was one point which he said. Amit Shah said that according to the data, Uttar Pradesh is the worst state in the country regarding law and order. He said that his government, the BJP government, will ensure that the law and order is good in the state. He also said that the Dial 100 scheme that Akhilesh Yadav government has launched, he said that these schemes are going to be strengthened, and he said that particularly mentioned, underlined the fact that Samajwadi Party government was known for bad law and order situation, land grabbing cases, the reports of land grabbing cases.
And that's why it's very pertinently been mentioned in the manifesto time and again. Balakrishna, I request you to stay on with us. Joining us on the phone line now is Mr. Tom Vadakan of the Congress. Mr. Vadakan, your first reaction to the BJP's manifesto. Mr. Amit Shah, of course, not just making a pitch for development, there are a number of SOPs, a number of freebies for the people, and also making a mention of the contentious Ram Mandir issue.
Well, I'll term this manifesto not in terms of a manifesto. I'll call it a Jumla festo. Because essentially it is, he mentions very clearly there is some talk wherever the policies have been a continuity. He talks about of an upgrade. Now that means a lot of cut and paste has occurred somewhere down the line. The questions that have been answered at the press conference are clearly indicative of the cynicism that is there already in the media on these kind of promises and non-delivery methodologies as standard operating procedures of the Bharatiya Janata Party. But God willing, we wish them luck in their attempt to try to convince the people of Uttar Pradesh. They failed in Bihar. Now this is an attempt in Uttar Pradesh. We wish them well because we are also in the fight, and every team needs to be wished properly. We wish them well, and but there are many caveats we have to add. They talk about the Ram Mandir and the kind of. I'm not into whether the Ram Mandir or Lord Ram will believe them anymore. But yes, they have made an attempt once again to talk about it. Through a constitutional means, and the caveat is very interesting indeed. And then there is this talk about doing research and finding out from the minority community, that's the Muslims specifically, on triple talaq and coming to conclusion. They seem to have suggested also that they have done a great research work on before coming in and arriving at a manifesto. I mean, very clearly indicative there is a huge problem there in their understanding of what demonetization is done in Uttar Pradesh. And based on that, a document has been prepared. Now, God willing, they keep their promises, but one thing the people of Uttar Pradesh are asking, who is going to head the state? It's certainly not Modi ji, and who's going to take all this onerous responsibility? The question is
and that is something Mr. Amit Shah spoke on. He said very clearly that the decision will be taken only after the elections. So the BJP, of course, is playing it safe right now. Mr. Vadakan, stay on with us. Juhi Singh of the SP is also joining us on the phone lines. Ms. Singh, there are a lot of people who are drawing parallels between the SP manifesto as well as the BJP manifesto, saying that there are a lot of similarities. And I want to point a few out. Free laptops being given, free healthcare. Both of the manifestos talk about electricity supply as well.
That's why copyright laws are there, and they have violated. I'm trying to take advantage of this. Samajwadi Party will register a protest FIR. Why steal our manifesto? Because what is there in our manifesto and what they are mentioning, we have already done. Free laptops, we have distributed. Electricity, we are already giving for 24 hours in the city, so maybe they will give extra. They are talking about Mahila Thanas, they are already done. Dial 100 is done. And I really want to point out one thing to Mr. Shah, that he should do his homework, because the metro which he's saying is not operational actually needs these security clearances from the railway ministry. Maybe we please get it tomorrow or within a week. We are just doing those trials. We started before the election. So, really, when you're going to the people, he's talking about the fact that he'll give this Karz Maafi, Fasal Maafi Yojana to, but without knowing that we've already done it. So at least be honest in your manifesto. And they've brought in the Ram Mandir, of course, because that's a massive for them. Apart from where are they getting all this data, this research work? And I hope that they're planning to send their own leaders, because this is also a manifesto which is threatening people. So they also have a lot of mukadmas. The person who he says has prepared this manifesto, his state president, Mr. Maurya. So I hope he'll take that into consideration. Mahila Samman Prakosh, we have already done that. He's talking of a Romeo policing or the fact, that he set up a task force. But he should really study, or maybe he has studied and copied it. So best of luck to them for copying other people's manifestos.
But Ms. Singh, it's one point the Amit Shah has mentioned time and again, which is of course about deteriorating law and order in Uttar Pradesh. He lashed out at the Akhilesh government over that as well. So that is prominently featured in the manifesto. As you pointed out, of course, he's mentioned that there will be an anti-Romeo squad. But besides that, he's also said that FIRs will be registered in a matter of 24 hours after a complaint is filed. So it's very clear that the BJP is lashing out at the SP as far as law and order is concerned.
They can, but the thing is that the wrong data mentioning of Mr. Shah, where he talks of dial 100, is not getting enough phone calls from rural areas. Its reach is go to Muradabad, to Saharanpur, to the rural areas. Plus, we are already doing the police bharti. So it's okay for him to lash out, but the remedial action which he is saying he'll take is already taken. It's on the ground. And I would like to invite him, if he's in Lucknow, why doesn't he come and have a look at what's happening at dial 100 before, mentioning and talking about the law. And he's also talked of Palayan. Now, we are already come up with this in our manifesto for smart villages, where this is exactly the migration problem which we are tackling, trying to make the young stay in the villages and provide them with employment. So it's okay, they can copy it, but there is no lashing, frankly.
Okay, all right. One quick question to Mr. Tom Varakan. If you're still with us, Mr. Varakan, freebie politics really in Uttar Pradesh, we've seen it happen a lot in other states, including Tamil Nadu. Now in Uttar Pradesh as well, it looks like all parties are descending to freebie politics.
Well, this is an epidemic that is happening across the country, be what it may. But people are getting wiser. People of India, democracy is a vibrant democracy. People of India may not be high in literacy, but yes, wisdom is very deep. So such freebies come and go. It doesn't matter for them. But the mandate is going to be delivery and not promises. They've heard promises. They've seen these complimentary gifts, what you call freebies and what have you. They will receive all that, not a problem. But they will go and vote for people who can deliver and give stability.
All right.
And
So your point is that these SOPs, these freebies, the voters will look beyond them. Mr. Tom Varakan as well as Ms. Juhi Singh, thank you for joining us on this broadcast. A lot of reactions coming in to the BJP manifesto, which is filled with a lot of promises for development, which also speaks about quite a bit of freebies as well. We'll continue focusing on that story and lots more.